Today's question is 706 design hash map. Let's read the question and then we'll see how to solve this. It's an easy question from LeetCode which says define a hash map without using any built-in hash table libraries. Implement the hash map class. So my hash map would be the constructor for the class my hash map. Initialize the object with an empty map. Void put int key and int value inserts key value pair into the hash map. If the key already exists in the map, update the corresponding value. Int get returns the value to which the specified key is mapped, or -1 if the map contains no mapping of the key for the key. Remove removes the key and its corresponding value if the map contains the mapping for the key. So what exactly it is trying to tell us is that we are going to, it's a very straightforward question. If you know how exactly the hash map works, it's very easy to understand how to solve this problem. Because okay, let's just try to understand the problem statement. What the question is asking us to do is, we'll create a hash map here in the constructor. We'll try to add the value into the by using this method put, and we'll try to we'll try to get the value by using this method, and we'll try to remove the value by using this method. Or we have key, so it will be easy for getting the value because key corresponds to the corresponding value which we want to get. If we know the key, we exactly know what to remove, where to remove. And here it is saying that, hey, at this position put this position. So okay, so let's just try to understand. I'll just give a very brief recap about how hash map works, so that it is easy for you to come here and write the code. The code is very straightforward. So let me come here. So hash map looks like this. Hash map is basically a key value pair. So for hash map, we have a key and we have a corresponding value. So it is you can just relate the hash map to an array, a normal array which has an index from 0 to 5, okay, and we'll have elements. Now in the array we have a facility, we can directly point to the location, or we can directly get the value of whatever is located, whatever is stored in the location 3, because we know the index, right? So we know at suppose the array name is ARR, okay, if, or just let's say for the simplicity, if it is A, all right. So if this array name was A, and if I want to know what is there in 3, so it's this is it. I can know what exactly is there in 3, what exactly is there in the 4th location of the array A. So this is the simplicity given by array, because we know the index. Now knowing the index is not that easy every time, right? So what if we have a control over the number of to know the index for some particular value? So in hash map we can actually calculate the key. So and once we know the key, it's same as the array. So in the once we know the index, we know we can get the value. Once we know the key, we can get the value. Value is the ultimate thing which we want to get from the hash map. And who is helping us to get there? Key is helping us to get there. We can compute the key using hashing. So hashing is helping the extra work in the hash map which is not there in the array, is that here is hashing. Hashing helps us to get the get the key very efficiently, and so and correspondingly we store the data. There is another important thing in the hash map, that this can happen while calculating the key, while finding the key using hash function. We can end up choosing a same key for 2 different values. So there comes the collision. I don't want to go in deep in the collision part, how collision is handled, and what exactly other functionalities of hashing is. I just want to give a brief overview of the hashing, pointing out the facts that it is similar to the array. The way we access the array or the vector, we can access similarly the hash map, because the index is the key. That's the major thing which I want to highlight here. Another very interesting and important thing which we always have to remember, that in hash map, since key is, we have a control over to know the key, everything, the insertion, the deletion, the searching, everything happens in a constant time. So everything happens in order of 1. Let it be, it can be insertion, it can be either deletion or even searching. All right. So this is the very important and very, I mean, like, when to use HashMap, why not to use anything else. So however, this question does not ask about those all questions, like why do we want to use HashMap and not to use any other binary search or anything else. But when it comes search, we can have binary search. Why to opt HashMap? So those kind of questions are legit question. But however, this question, this particular LeetCode question is only asking us to implement the hash map using I mean, like, just implement the hash map, not using anything. I wanted to highlight that the hash map works similar the array or the vector works. And why is it? Because I'm going to solve this question using that, using the vector concept. So the index is nothing but the key of the hash map. It's just that if we do not have, like, we can only predict that after 0 1 is there and after 1 2 is there and so on and so forth. But then we for the key, since we have a hash function, so using hashing, using the hash function, we have a control over the key, and that is why every operation, every common operation that we generally do is in constant time. Let's now go back to the question and try to solve it. Since I have given you a brief, the idea that I'm going to solve this question using a vector. So let's just go ahead and start it. So as I said, I'm going to create a vector. So it will be vector of integer type, of course, and we have, okay, I'm going to go with v. All right, and the size I'm going to take here, we have explicitly said that it will be 0 to 10 to the power 6. So it's 1. Okay, and I'm going to initialize everything with 1. Or I can do this. Let's just create here vector. Let's not keep the memory here. And why the constructor used for, let's give the memory here. So we have given the memory to our vector. Now, as I was continuously telling from beginning, that hash map is nothing. It's just that the way we use we work with index, the same thing is key. If I want to, as I have explicitly said, that if I want to get the value at 3, I know what exactly where exactly I need to go. So A3, I get the value. Similarly, if I want to get the value of anything corresponding to key value 2, I can just say that whatever, suppose if this is also A, or maybe this is H. If it is H, then we know that what to do, H of 2. If I want to know the value, what exactly is the value in 2. So that's how it is relatable. Okay, so that is when I have taken vector, because I know when I say that I want to put a value into a corresponding key, which basically means that I want, so index is what? Key. And what exactly value I want? This value, because that has been passed as an argument. So it's as simple as that. We have initialized our vector with all -1. Basically there is nothing, and we have kept our value, because that's what it is saying. We don't have to worry about collision and everything, because question explicitly says here that we are going to update the value. Okay, so insert key value pair into the hash map. If key already exists in the map, update the corresponding value. So we don't have to worry about the collision and everything. All right, getting the value, again, very simple thing. So we are going to return the value. So value of where? Keyth location, wherever key is saying us, go and get the value corresponding to that. And if I want to remove it, so what I'm going to do is vector of that particular location, just go ahead and do -1. That's all. So this exactly is the requirement of the given question. We are creating a vector, but I mean, like, basically we are designing the hash map using a vector. We give the memory as per the constraints defined down the question. Put, it's as simple as that. How the array works: go to the location, add the value. Get, go to the location and return the value. Remove, go to the location and erase the value by just adding -1, because here -1 is -1 basically means that it does not have anything and we have removed it. So let's try to run it. Alright, it got accepted, so try to submit it. Bingo, it got submitted. So this is all about the creation of HashMap using vector. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much.